Hi, my name is Colbert and let's start with Dying Light 2. To complete this open-world parkour zombie apocalypse game, you will need only about 20 hours. That is a shame, it's not a lot for this price. Although, if you want to find every Easter egg, finish every possible ending and visit every corner of the world, you will need about 500 hours. So it's an ultimate completionist game, but not so much if you are just a casual gamer. The story is unraveling about 20 years after the virus. The civilization has fallen into dark ages and there are still zombies and monsters everywhere. The humans failed to do anything about them, or nobody even tried.
You know, Carl, we should do something about all those monsters.
Yeah, Gintaras, you are right, but we can just do nothing as well.
That is a wonderful idea. Let's do nothing.
Yeah, it seems that was the case. So here you'll discover different places and hidden passages as you explore the game's multiple levels and locations. The famous day and night cycle is here, and you don't want to wander outside when the night engulfs the city. Hordes of infected are just waiting for you to show up and become their dinner. You know, because nobody did anything about that. Life is Strange Remastered. This is basically the same Life is Strange, but more beautiful, with enhanced visuals and vastly improved animation using mocap technology. Along with the base game, they are remastering Before the Storm as well, which as it seems will be released as a separate game.
A money grab.
Indeed it is. This is a story about a girl who discovers that she can rewind time, so she and her friends start to investigate the mysterious disappearance of a fellow student, but it so happens that if you change the past, the future is changed as well, and sometimes those changes are not what you want. You know, you can sleep with your own grandfather and become a mother to your mother. That breaks life, universe, and everything 42 times in a row. So if in real life you suddenly will gain this power of rewinding time, do not sleep with anyone. But that's not a problem for you, right? Lost Ark. This Diablo-like MMO was created and released in Korea in 2019, and later it had an adaptation in Russia, but the English version is only now blazing its way to our hearts and PCs. I have played the beta version and I kinda enjoyed it. I like the controls and responsiveness of them. They reminded me of World of Warcraft, where you have to wait until your best skill recharges and in the meantime use everything else you got. Although I don't like the anime part of the game. It is ridiculous for me when a character just runs on the beach on a sand with high heels. Also, every hero looks like they are 18 years old or younger. I don't dig that Asian fetish. What do you do with your older population if you ignore them all the time in your pop culture? Just send them into some isolated island and forget about them?
Hey, how old are you?
I am 22.
Oh my god, guys, we have a grandpa here. Prepare the boat.
You know, I like when my hero is a rough, scarred, old dude with grey beard and a huge axe, and he eats those 18 years old for breakfast. Also, I hear this question a lot. Is Lost Ark pay to win? Well, in a sense it is. Players can sell blue crystals that they bought with their real money to players who want blue crystals in exchange for gold, just like World of Warcraft tokens, and use the gold to purchase upgrading materials from other players. So a dude with a lot of money will be leveling faster and will be more powerful than a poor guy like me. That should anger me, but it doesn't, because I will not play Lost Ark again. Not because it's bad, but I just like darker stuff. So I will wait for the Spark in the Dark, or at least for Path of Exile 2 instead. Total War Warhammer 3. If you have kids, after buying this game, you will never see them grow. When you finally stand up off your chair and brush the spiderwebs away, it's already the year of 2087. You should be dead by then, but Warhammer somehow sustained your life, and now you can clean a spot on your dirty windows and see the world of the future. Which will be either a nuclear wasteland, and you can finally use all the knowledge from Fallout games, or a place completely overrun by aliens. And you know how to deal with aliens as well, so you can either go and explore the world or go back playing Warhammer 3, which you'll do. Previous part, Warhammer 2, was a real gem. It had no flaws, it was a perfect game except for the paid DLCs. If you want to obtain all 10 of them, it will cost you additional 140 euros.
That's a no-no.
And I can bet on a future where the Earth is overrun by aliens that Warhammer 3 will have the same model.
Not great, not terrible.
Grid Legends. This is a treat for racing fans, and it has one of the most ridiculous descriptions I have ever read on Steam. Listen to that.
Grid Legends delivers thrilling, wheel-to-wheel motorsport and edge-of-your-seat action around the globe. Create your dream motorsport event, hop into live multiplayer races, be part of a drama in an immersive virtual production story, and embrace the sensation of spectacular action racing.
Such a wonderful, spectacular, mind-bending, immersive drama of edge edge of the universe awesomeness and perfection. Wow, just wow. Was this copywriter high or what? If you write something like that in a serious advertising agency, you would be fired for creating this dreamy bullshit instead of pinpointing actual benefits of the game. And the creative director would kick your ass before that with a famous book named Advertising 101. But to be serious, if your game is good, why do you need a brainwashing text like that instead of telling us real good qualities of the game? Like, you know, 30 different cars, 7 new tracks, career regime, and so on, so I could realize what this game is all about. But on Steam you won't find anything like that. And its whole description is like this.
Make racing memories with a stunning variety of cars, exciting event types, and great on-track enemies.
Holy schmoly, I just can't. Blood Bowl 3. This is a turn-based dark fantasy board strategy sports game. It's really hard to describe this game, but that's what it is. If you have played previous parts, you know what it's all about, but if not, let me elaborate. Inspired by the Warhammer fantasy world, Blood Bowl is an ultra-violent combination of strategy and sports games. Here you will make a competitive team from various monsters, train them and buy the best equipment so you could literally crush your competition. Here you can take charge of a team that you can choose from 12 available races, each with unique characteristics, traits and stats, and stop your opponents from advancing by carefully positioning your players. Dodge or mercilessly eliminate whoever gets in your way and reach the end zone to score. Yeah, you wish you could score in the real life, but this game will keep your virginity stronger than ever. So naturally, the best strategist should have an edge and beat opponents way easier. But who knows, a rampaging troll might eat a teammate or two and change the course of a match in a matter of seconds. Elden Ring. If you played Dark Souls before, you know what this is all about gameplay-wise, but this is a very different game in all the other aspects, from the open world, which is a new thing, and the story of the game, which was created in collaboration with Game of Thrones writer George Martin. Open world makes the Elden Ring an exploration game, you know, just like The Witcher 3 or Skyrim, where you can ride in any direction and then find incredible things on your journey. Mysterious caves, dungeons, crypts, and ruins await you here with creepy bosses and awesome loot inside them. Elden Ring will not guide you by your hand. Sometimes you ride somewhere and die just because you suck, and sometimes you die just because your enemies are way too strong for you to take them down at your current level, but mostly because you suck. The game is themed around dark fantasy and has the ability for players to create their own custom characters instead of playing as a fixed protagonist. And you can become a mage here, or a hybrid between mage and a knight if you want. That is also mainly a new thing, and I like it. I play as a mage in every game I can, and every time I make a glass cannon build. You know, the type of character who kills everyone with a blink of an eye, but dies if temperature drops by a half degree. Thank you for watching and consider subscribing for more videos like that. Have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Bye.